say longtime friend, I mean decades worth of family friends. Jimmy Garrity, the head coach at Wofford. So great to have you on the SoCon preview show, Jimmy. It feels kind of funny interviewing you, like we've known each other for so long. Thanks for being with us, though.
Yeah, absolutely, Debbie. And it's been a real pleasure and treat to watch you and your profession grow. You've just been fantastic. Jenny and I talk about you all the time, saying you are the busiest person and have the busiest schedule in the world. But thank you, and I really appreciate your friendship, your family's friendship too. So we go back a long ways.
Yeah, we should let everyone know fully transparency here that we are longtime family friends. Our families are connected through many years in Cary, North Carolina, and it's so I could say the same thing about you, Jimmy. I'm proud of everything that you've done. 6 consecutive winning seasons, and this is a special year. You've got some good talent. You're going to have some expectation. How are you managing all of it?
Well, we feel really good. We're finally healthy. We know the 3 injuries that we had last year really took a toll on us, and it was tough. And we had a young team as well too. And for those 3 that were injured, for them to be able to sit on the sideline and watch and grow their IQ, I think is just going to pay dividends for us this year. I think we're pretty talented. We're pretty deep. Our young players are good, and of course, led by senior Rachel Rose and senior Helen Matthews. So we feel like we have the right pieces. And practices, I can tell you, Debbie, they're competitive, and I tell my assistant coaches each time, we got like a 3-hour practice schedule. And after about 2 hours, I'm like, guys, we got to stop, man. They are getting after it. And, as a coach, you just love it. And they're great teammates to each other, too. I
love it. And I know how infectious your attitude is about the game. I know how much you love playing the game and coaching the game. I want to go back to the injuries because, you were right at the precipice of winning the 23 championship, and then you have your group coming back and then the injuries. And there was some adversity that you had to face. Usually that sharpens a coach and makes them look at the game a little bit differently. How did you approach that with this year's team, knowing what you learned last year?
And last year, we took some steps back, and we kept saying at the end of the day, hey, let's keep the main thing. And that's what we did all season long. No one's feeling sorry for us. Injuries happen. And, as long as we play extremely hard and be extremely competitive, share the basketball, and then be fantastic teammates to each other, things will fall into place. And so I think we've grown from that. And those 3 that were injured and now they're back, they are hungry. They're really, really hungry. And I think their teammates watched them sit out and they led from the sideline, and just the things that they bring to everyday life and everyday practice have just been tremendous. And our young kids, they're talented now, and they're learning from the veterans. And I think when you have a senior, especially like Rachel Rose and all the accolades that she has received, she is competitive as anybody I've ever coached. And she plays to win every drill, every single day. And I think she is infectious and contagious, and all that energy flows to her teammates.
Jimmy, let's just call it what it is. Like you said, you do have Rachel Rose. She has been the last couple of years a top player in your league. And this is a climate in college basketball now where people like Rachel get plucked out to go to other places. There's a loyalty factor. There's a culture factor there. Tell me what it is about Rachel through your eyes that makes her such an incredible competitor and such a loyal competitor and want to be a Wofford Terrier.
Hey, it starts with the parents. Her family is fantastic. And, she was raised with character, integrity, loyalty is a big part of their family. And you know what? She loves her teammates. She loves going to Wofford. When we recruited her, we beat out a lot of good schools to get her. I think just the culture that we have created, and at the end of the day, the players got to uphold it. And she wants to be surrounded by those type of people. She's loved, and she's coached. Now she's coached hard, and she likes that. She can't get enough of that. And she is a gym rat. All she wants to do is be in the gym, and be great teammates and be a leader for this team. And at the end of the day, Wofford's an unbelievable college institution. We've got one of the nicest facilities in the country. Forget about the size, for its size, it's pretty tough to beat. And at the end of the day, I think she loves being coached by this coaching staff and loves her teammates.
Jimmy, everything that you used as a descriptor about Rachel Rose, I would say that's exactly who you were growing up. Everything from family through your competitive nature, being the youngest kid with a bunch of siblings,
Yeah.
The challenges that come with survival of the fittest when you're in a household full of competitors. That is really a unique thing. A lot of people say the point guard's an extension of the coach. This would definitely be the truth when you're talking about Rachel and your relationship. How has it grown over the years since you say she likes to be coached hard?
She does like to be coached hard, and we have a fantastic relationship. I can coach her, really different than I can coach others. I can say anything to her, good or bad. And she always, at the end of the day, and it goes, Debbie, it goes back to parenting. Like it goes back to, that's where it all starts. And she just, she's fantastic, and wants to be the best. She wants to be the best. And she, there's a lot of players out there. When you recruit, you ask them yeah, coach, I love basketball. Hey, do you really love it? Are you getting in the gym off hours? Does it really bother you more to lose than to win? And all those things are true for Rachel. And she wants to be good, and she wants to be coached. And all of I'll tell you what, my assistant coaches are fantastic. And at the end of the day, we're human beings first, and they know, our team knows that they're taken care of and know they're loved. And when you develop that over years, then you can coach them through the good times and the bad times. It's not always going to be great, but at the end of the day, they know where you're coming from, and know that it's coming from a caring place.
Jimmy, you and your program have been in the top half of the SoCon, so you're accustomed to having a target on your back at times. But this year, you might have the ultimate target preseason. What in your summer preparation, knowing that you had this incredible group coming back, has helped you get ready, knowing in practice, validating what you're doing, how you're thinking about what's coming down the road, what conceptually you need to be really good at to be able to play at the highest level, and then ultimately preparing your team for postseason? Because most people don't think about in the summer postseason that coaches are spending time thinking about it, but I know you are.
Yeah, we've embraced it. We've embraced that role, our players have taken upon themselves to, well, what are the things that we can do better as a team, individually and as a team, to ensure that we make it to that championship game and win that championship game. I mean, that's where our league is. You got to be tournament champs right now to go. And so we understand that. And I'll give Helen and Rachel a lot of credit. When the season was over, 2-3 days after they took off, they came to my office, they sat down and they said, Coach, we need to be better on defense. We got to rebound the ball better. We got to be able to keep people in front, keep people out of the paint. And that came from them. That's what we want this summer to look like. So our summer, me and you, I love offense. I know you love offense.
I know you didn't have practice without a ball.
We did not have practice without a ball. I'm not that crazy. So, but that's where this program is. And I've told, and we've got better each year. If it's coach led the entire time, hey, we're talented enough to be good. But when you have a player led program, that's when special things can happen. And I feel like that's where we're at. And Helen and Rachel get all that credit. And so this summer, the new ones that came in, I'm going to tell you what, man, we practiced shell. We did shell, individual, one-on-one, keeping people in front, tunnel drill. And, I know by that third week of summer school, they're like, Coach, man, can we get some shots up? But it is paid off right now. I think that's why our practices these first 3 weeks are that we don't go over 2 hours. Like, guys, we can't go over 2 hours. I'm scared somebody's going to get hurt. And I feel really, really good. And I feel really confident about this group.
Jimmy, I know you're ready. I know your team is ready. And I can tell by Rachel and Helen that they're ready to be great leaders on this incredible stage that you're putting them on. Thank you for helping us preview Wofford and your great program. And we look forward to seeing you during the course of the season. Jimmy Garrity, the head coach at Wofford.